Oh, what happened? That was supposed to be... Oh, here's the game. Here we go. There we are. That's a real thing. Hi, guys! My name is Sean Bouchard. Welcome to Play by Play. I am playing Hack and Slash. I'm really excited about it. I haven't uploaded the videos from last week, so if you're joining us for the first time and you have no idea what's going on, I sincerely apologize. I will work on doing that in a more timely manner. Yeah, but we're going to continue playing this game tonight, and I'm really excited about it. This is a really short game, so I think it's possible that we might actually finish it tonight. We'll see. It depends, I think, on how much I just talk about nonsense for no reason. So, you know, if that's a thing. But I'm going to get started. I'm going to start with the game that we were playing last time, which, as I recall, involved some kind of a hat. Oh, Jesus, how does this game work? Okay, so... Okay, so there's an unfortunate thing where my items have gotten kind of all screwed up. I don't know if you can see this. You can. Oh, also I muted it. Let's undo that. Let's unmute it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Here we go. We're going to play a game with actual sound. Can somebody in the chat do me a favor? Actually, like, I can live with this for a minute, but is there a way to customize what buttons, what like the hotkeys to my items are? Could somebody look this up? Because I would love to not have two hat slots, and I think I might actually be missing something. Although I'm now able to use my sword again, which is handy. Alright, so if I put on the hat, I can sort of see around the room. And this guard, does he ever turn towards me? He never turns towards me. Which is good, because if he did, he would notice that I'm standing right here. But I can go like that. Alright, so this guy, I'm going to leave his damage. I'm going to give him a good faction. He's got a move speed. Let's see. His idle is he turns left, and then he turns around, and then he turns left again. So yeah, he doesn't turn all the way. Right? If I understand procedures and systems and things, which I think I do. Okay, and then so he's sort of settled. Oh, and there's a platform. There's one of these lovely invisible platforms up here that I can use. Oh, there's a couple of them. I'm gonna go to this one just because it was the one that was there already. Tab for the item keys, huh? Oh, maybe I can't do it while I have my hat on. Let's see. Can I wait, no. Can I... Alright, so I'm noticing a couple things. One of them is that these little pyramids that sort of shoot light out of the top of them appear to have USB ports. So if I can get close to them, I can hack into them with my sword. And also that I can't seem to get close to them to actually do that. Hey, kitten, what are you doing? Do you wanna just hang out up here? Just wanna screw around with stuff? Is that what you feel like? Okay. Do you want to actually be on camera? You want to come over here? No, you don't. You don't. Come here. Come here. Be a cat. Be a cat for the internet. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Good girl. Tab. Oh, look at that. Look at what tab does. So, space 1. Oh, I forgot about my time distortion thing. Okay, sweet. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna catch this other invisible platform, which actually does go close to the stuff, so maybe I can hack into those things from here. Gotta take my hat off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. What does the offset do? So if I make it a really large number, what does that do?
Yeah.
Oh, it maybe affected the, oh yes, okay, alright, so can you guys see, over on the right-hand side, I've got this puzzle. Maybe I'll actually go over there and, like, look at this puzzle. I've got this puzzle where there's, like, all these little things that have openings in them, and I'm gonna have to align all of the openings so that I will be able to, like, get through. And so I think at least what I'm gonna have to do is the ones that are rotating in the same direction, I'm gonna have to align those openings, and then I'll wait for the two, then it'll just be essentially two different interlocking rings, and I'll wait for the two rings to align, and then I'll be able to walk through it. I think, no, because then I'll just fall down there. I'm not sure how to cross this gap. That's not clear. But I'll solve that problem when I come to it. Alright, which one does this affect? This affects that one right there. I'm gonna keep doing it until it's aligned as near as I can tell with the outer one. Okay. I don't know if you guys, my face might be covering that up. But trust me, I just aligned a couple of rings. And now this one affects that middle one, which I think, it's hard to see, but I think I have now aligned with the other thing. My cat is knocking things off of the table, which is par for the course. Cat-wise, I think. Okay, how'd I do? Not great. Are these moving at different speeds? No, they're moving at the same speed. Oh, I see, okay, I aligned one end of them, and it's not perfect, but I think it's probably good enough. If I can figure out how to get over there, that's the tricky part. I'm not sure what this guy does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm too far away to actually get to either of those things. I keep forgetting I have time distortion. I can use time distortion to do stuff. But again, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing because I can't cross this gap. Now, okay, so the thing that occurs to me, like, this is a pretty well-designed room. I don't actually have the solution yet, but this is a pretty well-designed room because it's very simple. It's only got a few elements to it, and one of those elements is new. Like, it's introducing a new mechanic, which is these, like, little pyramid things, and the way that they affect this sort of timing puzzle. But it's also got this guard, and the fact that, like, it's got a guard, and I know how guards work. This guard doesn't seem to be, like, I had to disable the guard But I wonder if there's something that I can actually use the guard for. The fact that he's still there, that I was able to disable him easily without and have him still sort of standing in that place, makes me think that maybe there's something I can do with him. It's unclear though. So right now he's facing forward. Let's see, instead of idling, I could have him move. Move. And then, what if I just delete all of this other stuff? What if I have him do that? If he just moves forward, will he fall into this gap? Yeah. I wanted to see if I could, like, I don't know, bounce off of him or something, but no, none of that. Time distortion doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. I'm gonna look at this thing again. The hat can be really useful. Okay, so what's the other element that I haven't used? I haven't used this platform at all. Like, I haven't used it for anything. The fact that there's a platform there suggests to me that, you know, that's something that I should use, that should be somehow involved in the solution to this puzzle. But it is super unclear to me exactly what that solution is. And I really don't think that I can reach, like, not even close. So no. Okay, alright, what am I missing? Oh, that's interesting. That's a little bit of roughness around the controls, that when I paused to look at an inventory item, I slipped off of the platform. Okay, I got one thought. I have one thought, which is if I speed up time as fast as I can. It looks like there's not even any collision on that other thing. Yeah, okay. So I was hoping that going really fast would allow me to somehow clip past. Hi, kitten. How do you feel about that camera? You doing okay? Baby? Babe, no, don't do that. Thank you. Come on. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go back this way. I'm gonna enter the room again. Yeah, it did nothing for me. Except it lowered my health significantly. I could try to get the guard to go onto one of the platforms, but I honestly don't see what that would do. Guys, this is the first puzzle that I'm really struggling with. Okay, so let me think about this in terms of how the game actually works, right? This is a game that's about messing with the structures. Let me fix this. Not that. This. No, not that. The other thing. This one. Let's be normal again. Okay, so this is a game that's about solving puzzles by changing the state of the world through code. Or at least by understanding what the underlying models are and then manipulating them. So what are the underlying models that I'm missing here? We've got sort of this timing puzzle, which I definitely feel like I've solved a piece of. Like, I understand this idea of aligning these openings and then using the time distortion to, you know, time my way through them. But when I put on the hat, I don't see any structures that I don't expect, except for these two invisible moving platforms. And one of them, the utility of it is really clear. The other one, I have no idea what its utility is. And it doesn't seem like it's necessary for me to hit those other little obelisk things. But I can't. I couldn't if I wanted to. Now, ultimately, what I'm trying to do is I'm presumably trying to get to the center of this little circular platform in order to access that pyramid that's over there. I have no idea what that would do for me. So maybe this isn't a place that I need to be. I forget exactly how it was that I entered this room, except for, you know, the mechanisms of the puzzle to enter the room. So I was able to come through here and sneak past all of these vision cones. So let me just keep exploring. Maybe that's not the place for me, or at least not the place for me yet.
Yeah.
There's probably some way to get into this room where the chest is. It's not obvious to me what it is, but I can keep looking. Am I just trying to escape? Is that my whole goal here? Like, can I just go down through this? Or is this where I came in? I forget since last week how I got into that room. But this kind of looks like... I don't immediately recognize this. Maybe this is a way for me to go? Like, I got my sword back, right? Maybe that was the whole purpose of that room, and the puzzle that I was trying to solve isn't really a necessary puzzle. I came through here at one point, but I don't remember... Let me look at my, this thing. Does that tell me anything? Security gate hallway. This is just a linear list of save states. Right? Security gate hallway, armory. If I go back into here, security gate hallway, security gate hallway. Yeah, so this is just listing out save states for me, which is fine. But note that I started in inner prison, right? I would have started. There's a dungeon lobby north hallway, security gate hallway. Armory, inner prison lock, armory, inner prison lock, armory, inner prison lock, armory, security gate hallway, security gate hallway. So this is the way that I came from, right? Because I started in the dungeon, and then I went through the security gate hallway, and now I'm in the security gate hallway again. So this would be retracing my steps. I don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure I don't want to do that. Now I can easily sort of come up here while avoiding all of these different guards. Can't do that. My hitbox is kind of tricky to see. I'm down to 6 hit points. That's not great. Okay, alright. So the impression that I'm getting is definitely that that color change is really interesting. What does that look like without the hat on? That's just... I think that's just a a tint on the sprite. It looks kind of neat though. All right, I can sneak down this way. Okay, great. So I can sneak down there. I can sneak down here. I could program this guard because I can get behind him. And I presume I could get him to, like, kill all the other guards, maybe? I don't know that this is useful. This doesn't seem especially useful. Turn random. Meanwhile, yeah, he's just gonna keep doing that. So I can get up to this gate, which has a number 2 next to it. Some kind of a name and then a number 2. I'm not sure how to get into it. And then I can sneak around. I can get through here. God damn it. That, so I can get through here. This definitely seems like the place where I need to go, and I can solve half of the puzzle here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do with this guard to make him useful, except I guess it is good to know that I can get him to charge at me without actually doing any damage. If I put on my hat, can I get him to come onto this platform? I can, but then he just falls down. So it's not super useful. I got nothing. I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Did these values save? Oh, shit. It caused me to fall. I didn't even notice. I think these values did save. Guys, I'm really bad at video games. Now, the thing that's directly above me kind of looks like it could potentially be a platform, but I don't think I can actually get to it. Yeah. Okay, I'm stuck. I give up. Anybody have suggestions? I'm gonna keep tooling around, but if you have suggestions, put them in the chat. I'm not seeing it. I'm missing something. I feel like I should be able to see something with the invisibility hat that I'm just not seeing. Okay, so suggestion that maybe I missed something important here, where one of these things could alter the platform behavior. So this was at trying to watch the screen and see why I keep getting knocked off of this. Now this platform, oh, I went all the way to negative 14,000. So this platform doesn't seem like its behavior is changing based on that. I'm gonna have to go down to look at the other platform to see if I can tell a difference in how it's behaving. It looks exactly the same to me, and I made those numbers extremely different, right? It was positive 1,000, now it's negative 14,000. It seems like that would...
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put this back where it was because it doesn't seem like it did anything useful for me. And then I'll try the other side and see if that changes anything. Whoa. If I can do this. Oh, now I got, like... Now I'm anxious about it. Here we go. Okay. Seriously, I'm gonna fiddle with numbers all day. Anybody who's not a programmer, this is what being a programmer is like. Okay. So this is negative 300. I'm gonna make it something real big. This doesn't seem to have affected the platform that I'm on. Oh, maybe it did. Did it make me go higher? Did it make me go more north? On the left side? I just gotta observe this. I can't tell. I can't tell if that's where I was before or not. I think maybe that's where I was. And this platform kind of looks like it's exactly the same, so that didn't really do anything useful for me. Can we hack Bob to make him useful in this context? I would like to, but it seems like I can only hack Bob when he, like, perches somewhere. So it's location contextual, and there's nowhere around here. Well, let me just fall down. Let me take the thing off and then walk around. There doesn't seem to be anywhere around here where he's gonna perch. Because I can't, if I try to just do this, it doesn't do anything. I'm dial the hints all the way up. I want to know how to solve this puzzle, and I'm not getting it. Are you sure you can't get on the northern rectangle thing? It sure doesn't. Oh, okay. I'm missing something that's not in this room. Great. Good hint. Thank you. Now, I'm not sure what that is or where. My guess would be that it's like a hookshot extension for my sword that will allow me to reach those platforms that were out of reach, and then it will also allow me to reach the pyramid that's in the middle of those circles. Don't know where to get that. And I'm worried that it might actually be not in this room, because I feel like I've explored this room pretty well. Now, obviously, there is something in here. Am I interaction key is E. I keep forgetting that. There's this chest in here. So far I haven't been able to access, but I don't honestly see how I would access it unless I come at it from the top, which, can I mentally map where that is? So the top of that room would be somewhere up. No, I can't even get close to that. It's way up there. So, okay, maybe that's somewhere that I can access later? I need some bushes that I can get health from, because I am running out of health. I'm gonna go back to the fire room. Because there's nothing over here, right? Up these stairs? Is there anything? Have I been over here? What is all of this stuff that I have never been to? Why did I never come over here?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. I think it sets off that trap. Alright, but now I have another thing. Boomerang can pass through walls, or I can pass through some things at least. Okay. What can I do with the boomerang? Interesting. Okay, so somehow I just never came over here, which is, you know, an oversight on my part. Okay, didn't expect that to happen. Okay, I think that's just a matter of, like, I'm trapped in a room. There's very little for me to do. I just got a new item, so I'm going to try using that new item. And eventually I'm going to use it in the right way. That was pure luck. But I learned something from it, right? I learned, first of all, about, like, this ricochet mechanic on the boomerang. And then also, as I suspected, the boomerang is capable of hacking into things just like my sword is. So there's that. There's all of that. That's good. All right. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to pause here and do a very quickly. So my question for this segment is just an overview of what are the core mechanics of this game so far. Obviously, there's the hack and slash, right? There's, as the title suggests, there's this sort of like top-down Zelda-esque movement control, and sort of a suggestion of like fighting and weapons in that vein. Although the weapons don't work at all in the same way that I'd be used to in a traditional hack and slash game, but they're still present. There's the sword, there's the boomerang, there's these kind of like very traditional sorts of things. There's this variable manipulation mechanic. So core mechanics, right? There's how do we explore the world? How do we move around? We can just sort of like walk around and collide with walls and things. There's platforms. There's the ability to sort of slow down time in order to do different kinds of crazy timing puzzles. But then there's this variable manipulation that is all about spatial reasoning. It's all about sort of getting into a place where you can attack something from behind so that then you can access its variables. And then a sort of procedural manipulation where you understand the behaviors of objects and change their behaviors so that they do something, completely different and potentially useful. So there's that. And then there's this... there's not really strong mechanics related to the invisible hat, but the second sort of major system is this, hat of seeing under the hood. That is really something that just enhances the experience of the traditional, movement controls, where you can see more clearly what it means to move around the space that you're in. And it's sort of, if you think about, I guess, movement controls as, or those like, basic hack and slash controls as those are a mechanic to explore space, then this is an extension of that. This allows you to explore space more deeply, because you can see a different vision. You can see a different layer on the space that you're in. It doesn't change the space that you're in. It just sort of gives you more information about it, which is, an extremely common mechanic. That sort of, I can't remember what they call it in any other game, but in a Final Fantasy game, the power to view what your enemy's stats are. That's a power unto itself. In any kind of an exploration game where there's like an ability to upgrade your vision or upgrade your radar or anything like that, anything with a fog of war where you can eliminate or ameliorate the fog of war by upgrading things. This is absolutely like exactly that same system that we see in those kinds of games. It's just what we are seeing, like the view that it gives us, the extra information about the landscape that it gives us is specifically about the underlying mechanic, the underlying model of the game that the game is running on, that it's simulating. And those are the core mechanics that we've dealt with so far. I think we're going to see some other ones, but there's, as we've talked about before, there's this dichotomy. There's this really interesting combination of extremely traditional, extremely deliberately, self-consciously tropey sorts of mechanics, aesthetics. It feels like it's trying to be linked to the past, mushed up together, layered on top of an extremely non-traditional sort of set of mechanics based around procedural thinking and understanding the game logic of the game. So that's interesting. I just wanted to sort of articulate what the mechanics that we're dealing with are, because then in the next segment I'm going to want to talk more about what those are actually doing. Cool, awesome. That was a little rocky. Sorry, I got off to a little rocky start, and then I just couldn't freaking solve that puzzle because I didn't have the pieces, because I didn't explore enough. So when we talk about procedural rhetoric in a little bit, remember that this game values exploration, and sort of assumes that the player is going to fully explore, or at least adequately explore, the space, and that's something that I failed to do. So all right, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'll come back and we will play more of hack and slash, and hopefully actually make some progress. Now I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to finish this game tonight, but we'll get further. We'll get to part 3, I think. I hope. All right, see you guys in just a minute.